How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into 14P Fantasy. Today we're talking must-start running backs in Week 6. I'm your host, Justin Wright. And before we get into it, I had recorded this episode. I had published it onto YouTube, and within 5 minutes of it being published, the news broke about Damien Williams no longer being an option for this weekend, or most likely not being an option on Sunday after getting added to the COVID list. So we got a new name in here. You'll get to him at the end, but let's just redo this video, I guess. Let's get into it. Number one, Javonte Williams versus the Raiders. Currently, right now, the Raiders are the 20th most difficult matchup, allowing just under 27 points a game to the running back position. And this is a popular pick, to be honest. Everybody this week is on Javonte Williams, and honestly, so am I. I don't care that it feels chalky because he's due for the breakout. He has just been flat out better than Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon right now, that 70-yard touchdown accounts for a quarter of all of his yards on the season through 5 weeks. That's insane. I mean, that's just nonsense. Javonte Williams is consistently breaking tackles, extending plays, and he's been better in the passing game as well. And then you add in the Raiders and the matchup. Right now, they're allowing just under 150 yards a game over the last 3 weeks. So Javonte Williams, the potential is there for 100 yards, a rushing touchdown, maybe some catches as well. You know, he is, I would have played Damien Williams over Javonte Williams to give you a sense of where he lands, but you're playing Javonte over, Damian Harris, potentially Chase Edmonds, another guy on this list. So just someone that should be in your lineups, as that RB2 or maybe even your flex. Find a way to get Williams in your lineups. It could be a huge week for him. And number two, we just mentioned him, Chase Edmonds versus the Browns. And yes, the Browns are a brutal matchup. But the key thing is Chase Edmonds isn't really a running back. I don't care if he gets 30 yards on the ground. It's irrelevant to me. I care about what he does in the passing game. And right now he's seeing, 5 to 8 targets a game. And that alone makes him interesting as a running back with all of the guys that are injured, all of the guys that are missing time due to COVID and ankle sprains and ACLs and everything else. And bye weeks. I mean, there's just so much going on that if you have Chase Edmonds, you probably have to play him. Him and Javonte Williams are both borderline top 20 backs. And with this week, it's tough to get away from either. Edmonds is a good flex play, a very high floor play. And again, a guy that I would like to see in most lineups if I owned him. And the last guy here, number 3, the quick plug and play, it's Khalil Herbert, the guy that directly benefits from Damien Williams. So with Damien Williams on the COVID list, potentially not coming back. So here's the thing. If Williams is active, I'm playing Damien Williams. If he's inactive, I will play Khalil Herbert. That is how this works. It is cut and dry. Khalil Herbert last week, 18 touches, 75 yards. So clearly the Bears trust him. The one concern is he didn't have any targets. However, the Bears were winning. They were winning comfortably. They didn't need to pass much. But they clearly trust Khalil Herbert enough to be a, quote-unquote workhorse on the ground. And against Green Bay, that's what the Bears have to do. I mean, you're not going to outgun Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I know this. I'm a Bears fan. It sucks. But you can beat them by winning on the ground, and I think that's what the Bears do. Khalil Herbert is penciled in for 15-plus touches this week, potentially more if the Bears stay competitive the entire game. And with that kind of volume, that puts him as a top 24 running back. Again, I'm not going to play him over Javonte or Chase Edmonds, but I'm going to find a way to get him into my lineup. Again, Damian Harris is a name I'll go back to because he might not even be active. Again, I want him over Latavius Murray, over Jamal Williams, other guys that are probably in that RB2 consideration. Khalil Herbert is ahead of all of them. You know what? Even Devontae Booker, I will play Khalil Herbert over. They're going to see similar work, and I think Khalil Herbert's a better player, just flat out. So there you have it, guys. There is the second recording of the Must Start Running Backs Week 6. As always, subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us over on Twitter at 14P_fantasy. Follow me over on Twitter at Justin_14P. And drop questions. If you got start, sit, stuff, trades questions, whatever you got, send it in and we will answer them as we can. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.